Deuteronomy 28:12 and 13 says that you will lend and not borrow. You will be the head and not the tail, and above only and not beneath. And so I think, we're brought up in these systems, and if you don't question them, you'll just go through, and that's just how life is. But if you stop, and that's the importance of meditating the word, because in Joshua 1:8, God said to Joshua, he said, you keep this book of the law, in front of you, in your eyes, and you meditate on this to make your way successful. So in order to have a successful way, it takes meditating the word. And these things that seem so normal to us, we'll realize they actually are not normal, because according to God's way, the Father's way, we are to be, the decision makers. We're the head. We're not, to be following anyone unless he puts you behind specific people. Above only, you're not supposed to be at the back or beneath. You're the lender. You don't have to go around borrowing from people. You don't need $20 this week, $100 that week, or whatever. So, because he gives us more than enough. In Matthew 25:14-30, that's the parable of the talents. And in that parable, you notice that, there's the three servants, and they're all given different talents according to their abilities. So you have the guy who given the 5, the guy with the 2, and then the guy with the 1. And so the guy who had the 5, he doubled that. Then same thing, the second guy, he doubled his. Then that other guy, that last one, he went and buried his talent. He didn't do anything with it. And so when his master returned, they were like, presenting what they did. They increased it, and this one increased it. And then that last one, he he didn't. He had a nerve to tell the master that he knew that he was a cruel or shrewd man, or whatever he said. And so, but this is the interesting thing. That guy, that last guy, he was labeled a wicked servant. So his talent, he did not share that. Or his money, he did not share that. He went and buried it and was selfish with it. And so then what happened to him was that what he was given, that one talent, was given to the guy with the most. So you think about that. Whatever you have, you want to think about how you can increase this, no matter what it is, no matter how small it may be to you. Because the great commandment that was given in Genesis 1:28, he said, be fruitful and multiply, multiply, multiply. And when I was growing up, people always, from what I heard or remember from church and stuff, when people preaching, was that, that meant having kids. But, the Father is not one-dimensional. So being fruitful, multiply, replenish, and subdue had much more to do with just, more than just having kids. But, whatever you put your hands to, that's the scripture. That's also in Deuteronomy 28. Whatever you put your hands to will prosper. So according to Matthew 25, everybody has at least one talent. And it's up to you how to use your talent to multiply, to increase, subdue, and all that is given in Genesis 1:28. All right, ladies. So the last thing I have to say today is, you are invaluable, and you have a talent, at least one, whether you realize it or not. And my number one recommendation is for you to go to the Father, because he'll show it to you. First of all, he'll reveal it to you. But by connecting with him, you make yourself invaluable and irreplaceable. And it's, though my husband goes out and he does, he works outside and I'm inside, my contribution is no less valuable than his, because, we're talking throughout the day. He has, decisions and things to make, and they come to me, or he comes to me with that. Of course he prays and asks the Father, but he'll also bring things here. And here's the case in point. This business owner, called him, and, they had a meeting about this guy wanted him to invest in this new business, whatever. And so he brought it home. He's telling me about it. So, I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, no, that, how would this look? Doc owns this, this, and this, and this. And then Doc owns this too. So, sometimes you have to be a sounding board, and you have to bring the wisdom. and the wisdom comes from the Father. And those are the things that, makes me irreplaceable and invaluable, because you know what? Especially as a first generation wealthy person in your family, you're, fighting against unseen circumstances, and you have to be that one who's, you're doing battle. I'm the one, he prays to, but I'm definitely, throughout the day and more than once. I'm on, I'm praying, I'm talking to the Father, I'm listening, I'm getting instruction, I'm instructing him. So those things are the things that make you valuable. You are the warrior in this thing. You're the person who behind the scenes. And I always said that. I'm like, I'm a basketball player. I'm a baller. That's what, I grew up being a baller, and I'm an athlete. And I always told my husband, and anybody else, I'm a team player. I know how to play. I can be the star, or I can sit on the bench and cheer. And I really don't care which one. I want to win. And that's the whole thing. This is about winning, and together you win in unity and not separate. So there y'all ladies. If you like this content, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.